I'm Bill Good. I'm chairman of Bill Good Marketing. You probably know me from the 300 and some articles I've written in Research Magazine on database management, prospecting, client marketing, and practice management. Or you're on my email or mailing list and you hear from me about our Gorilla CRM system for financial advisors. Or you visit our website at billgood.com to take advantage of our free marketing help, or you are a subscriber to our system, which is of course preferred. In Contact Management 101, we will talk strategy. In 102, we will get into some of the specific tools you will need to save your business and grow your business. So let's get started in Contact Management 101. And by the way, to get more information about the tools I'll talk about, you can go to www.billgood.com/contact management. So let's dig into a strategy to grow and save your business. There are two objectives to my strategy. In order of importance, they are, number one, save your business. Number two, grow your business. Let's take a look at each. So our objective number one, save your business. I'm sure you have seen lots of various ads featuring attorneys. They are soliciting people who may have experienced investment losses and suggest that suing their advisor may be a solution. Now, don't get me wrong. Some advisors deserve what they get. Criminal behavior is not unique in this or any industry. Civil and criminal law are designed for them, but the financial advisors are not alone in their pursuit of evil. There is another side of the dark coin we rarely hear about from the media. It's investors who would use the regulatory and legal systems to acquire benefits to which they are not entitled, and some perhaps even outright steal money from financial advisors and their broker-dealers. So let's assume you have one such client in your book right now. Let's further assume that your record keeping has been sloppy. You, my friend, are at risk of losing your business. Now ask yourself this question. How many bad apple clients does it take to wreck a career? You know the answer, don't you? It's just that one. So let's talk about bulletproofing your financial practice. And let's start and talk about protection. Now, obviously, your best protection is doing the right thing, which means following sound investment principles and their ethical guidelines. But sadly, today, that's not enough. You can do the right thing and still lose everything. So you need a second line of defense. In this case, it's meticulous documentation that you did the right thing and did not omit any of the things that you should have done. Now just consider these two possibilities, all right? A client could allege you misrepresented something, perhaps the risk involved in an investment. Or a client's heirs could suggest that your recommendations were unsuitable. What do your notes say about your discussion of risk factors? And what information do you have to back up your claim that investment recommendations you made were suitable? Now, while you may have done the right thing, if you can't prove it, your goose is as good as cooked and eaten. So you need a second line of defense. If your first line of defense is doing the right thing, your second line of defense is proving that you did the right thing. Your primary tool in this is a disciplined documentation process. And we're going to swing back to this discipline in just a moment. But let's take a look at the second objective, grow your business. There are many ways my documentation strategy can help grow your business. The obvious ones are track retirement dates, inheritance, tax refund, property sales, gifts. A more subtle way is to carefully document what I call a continued sales conversation. Why continued? Because at the end of each phone call or meeting, the conversation resets to the next contact. And it may continue over a period of months or even years. And it could be continued not even by you, the advisor, but by a member of your team. Your ability to continue that sales conversation depends totally on having and using a disciplined documentation strategy. Now, suppose your client Beatrice mentions that her mother Beulah is becoming forgetful. You put that in a prominent place in your database, isolated from all other notes. Now, why isolate it? Because you do not want that vital piece of information lost in the 15 to 25 other notes that get added to Beatrice's record every year. So 3 weeks later, your service assistant is chatting with Beatrice. Now, of course, she quickly reviews the record. And in the course of conversation, she asks, Beatrice, how is your mom? And Beatrice replies that she has convinced her mother to give up her driver's license. Your service assistant records that comment in the vital information section of your database. Now, 2 months later, you have scheduled a review with Beatrice. Before the meeting, you see the 2 comments on her mother. You're concerned and want to be prepared for the review, so you call Beatrice. She tells you that her mother fell. She's also very concerned about mom's ability to manage her finances. Beatrice is very upset and does not know what to do. So you ask if she would like a referral to an elder care attorney. She is extremely grateful. You tell her you will have it for her at the upcoming review. When Beatrice comes in for her review, you get the attorney on the phone. You have also researched some extended care facilities close to Beatrice's home. After meeting with the attorney, Beatrice and her mother sign appropriate legal documents. Beatrice takes over the mother's finances and promptly transfers $3 million to your management. This might not have happened had you not been able to continue the sales conversation. Many sales conversations are built from tiny details, but you have to capture the information, record it, and be able to retrieve it. And this brings us to what I have immodestly called contact management the good way. And that we will cover in part 2 of this series.